Hello everyone and welcome back. From 2015 to the first half of 2022, there were 8.65 billion malware attacks around the world, and that number is increasing like a rising tide that will eventually drown us all. Every 11 seconds there's a cyber attack. It is estimated by Cybersecurity Ventures that by 2025, damages of cyber crimes will reach 10.5 trillion, a dramatic increase in hostile sponsored and organized crime gang hacking activities, and the cyber attack surface, which will be an order of magnitude greater in 2025 than it is today. Cybercrime costs include damage and destruction of data, stolen money, lost productivity, theft of intellectual property, theft of personal and financial data, embezzlement, fraud, post-attack disruption to the normal course of business, forensic investigation, restoration and deletion of hacked data and systems, and reputational harm. A cyber attack could disable an entire country's economy. The importance of cybersecurity today is huge, and it will become the number one need in every business or industry for the next 10 years. If you would like to learn about what is cybersecurity, please continue watching this video till the end. What is cybersecurity? The protection afforded to an automated information system to attain the applicable objectives of preserving the integrity, availability, and confidentiality of information system resources. Includes hardware, software, firmware, information data, and telecommunications. This definition introduces three key objectives that are at the heart of computer security. Confidentiality. This term covers two related concepts. Data confidentiality assures that private or confidential information is not made available or disclosed to unauthorized individuals. Privacy assures that individuals control or influence what information related to them may be collected and stored, and by whom and to whom that information may be disclosed. Integrity. This term covers two related concepts. Data integrity assures that information and programs are changed only in a specified and authorized manner. System integrity assures that the system performs its intended function in an unimpaired manner, free from deliberate or indifferent unauthorized manipulation of the system. Availability assures that systems work promptly and service is not denied to authorized users. These three concepts from what is often referred to as the CIA trade, the three concepts embody the fundamental security objectives for both data and information and computing services. For example, the NIST, Standard National Institute of Standards and Technology, and FIPS, Standards for Security, Categorization of Federal Information and Information Systems, list confidentiality, integrity, and availability as the three security objectives for information and information systems. FIPS provides a useful categorization of these three objectives in terms of requirements and the definition of a loss of security in each category. Confidentiality, preserving authorized restrictions on information access and disclosure, including means for protecting personal privacy and proprietary information. A loss of confidentiality is the unauthorized disclosure of information. Integrity, guarding against improper information, modification, or destruction, including ensuring information non-repudiation and authenticity. A loss of integrity is the unauthorized modification or destruction of information. Availability, ensuring timely and reliable access to and use of information. A loss of availability is the disruption of access to or use of information or an information system. Although the use of the CIA trade to define security objectives is well established, some in the security field feel that additional concepts are needed to present a complete picture. Two of the most commonly mentioned are as follows. Authenticity, the property of being genuine and being able to be verified verified and trusted. Confidence in the validity of a transmission, a message, or a message originator. This means verifying that users are who they say they are and that each input arriving at the system came from a trusted source. Accountability. The security goal that generates the requirement for actions of an entity to be traced uniquely to that entity. This supports non-repudiation, deterrence, fault isolation, intrusion detection and prevention, and after-action recovery and legal action. Because truly secure systems are not yet an achievable goal, we must be able to trace a security breach to a responsible party. Systems must keep records of their activities to permit later forensic analysis to trace security breaches or to aid in the transaction disputes. Here are the top 5 challenges that the cybersecurity industry is facing today. Remote work. The COVID-19 pandemic has forever changed the workplace and how it is secured. Enabling secure remote access and connectivity, adopting technologies to maintain employee productivity and ensure security, enforcing remote security policies, and handling security issues on home networks, such as shadow IT, among other challenges, became everyday headaches for security admins. As employees begin to trickle into offices, 2 years later, companies face another challenge, enabling a secure hybrid mix of in-office and at-home employees. Cloud attacks. Cloud computing is the modern age of new technology that has revolutionized the physical world of data storage. Businesses from large to small now utilize cloud services for storing their user-sensitive information. On the one hand, where adoption of it has reduced the cost and increased efficiency, it has also opened possibilities for data security breaches. The main reason for compromised data security is the lack of encryption, authentication, and improper configuration of the cloud setups. So they need to maintain many considerations for cloud security and data protection to keep the sensitive information intact. Phishing scams. A phishing attack is a type of social engineering attack that targets users' login details and credit card information. In contrast to ransomware, here the information is used to benefit the hacker. Businesses can protect their workers by instituting access control policies even if they work remotely. When it comes to defending the business against phishing scams, cybersecurity education and knowledge emerge as key concepts. Cryptocurrency and blockchain attacks. Digital currency or wallets are the prime targets of hackers. Consumers, businesses, and governments are finding new ways to use cryptocurrency, but a recent string of cyber attacks has highlighted security risks and shortcomings. Many blockchain attacks variants such as Eclipse Poly, DDoS, and Sybil made the headlines, possessing a great vulnerability to digital wallets. Businesses must therefore carefully consider investing in their IT architecture and preparing for a cybersecurity attack. Internet of Things. For those who are unfamiliar with the Internet of Things, it is simply the connecting of physical items through the use of various sensors that communicate with one another, which I have explained in a previous video. You can find this video link in the description box below. As more data is sent between systems, breaches may appear, allowing hackers and other cyber criminals to misuse information. IoT is the most vulnerable to data security threats. Today, the IoT industry is the key target for attackers to invade the sensitive information of users. Approximately 12 billion devices are online since 2022 and 25 billion by 2030. Network security is the practice of securing a computer network from intruders, whether targeted attackers or opportunistic malware. Application security focuses on keeping software and devices free of threats. A compromised application could provide access to the data designed to protect. Successful security begins in the design stage well before a program or device is deployed. Information security protects the integrity and privacy of data both in storage and in transit. Operational security includes the process and decisions for handling and protecting data assets, the permissions users have when accessing a network, and the procedures that determine how and where data may be stored or shared all fall under this umbrella. Disaster recovery and business continuity define how an organization responds to a cybersecurity incident or any other event that causes the loss of operations or data. Disaster recovery policies dictate how the organization restores operations and information to return to the same operating capacity as before the event. Business continuity is the plan the organization falls back on while trying to operate without certain resources. End user education addresses the most unpredictable cybersecurity factor: people. Anyone can accidentally introduce a virus to an otherwise secure system by failing to follow good security practices. Teaching users to delete suspicious email attachments, not plug in unidentified USB drivers, and various other important lessons are vital for the security of any organization. The main types of cyber threats, cybercrime, include single actor or groups targeting systems for financial gain or to cause disruption. Cyber attack often involves politically motivated information gathering. Cyber terrorism is intended to undermine electronic systems to cause panic or fear. So how do malicious actors gain control of computer systems? Here are some common methods used to threaten cybersecurity. Malware. Malware means malicious software, one of the most common cyber threats. Malware is software that a cybercriminal or hacker has created to disrupt or damage a legitimate user's computer, often spread through an email attachment or legitimate-looking download. Malware may be used by cybercriminals to make money or in politically motivated cyber attacks. There are several different types of malware, including a virus, a self-replicating program that attaches itself to a clean file and spreads throughout a computer system, infecting files with malicious code. Trojans, a type of malware that is disguised as legitimate software. Cybercriminals trick users into uploading Trojans onto their computers where they cause damage or collect data. Spyware, a program that secretly records what a user does so that cybercriminals can make use of this information. For example, spyware could capture credit card details. Ransomware, malware that locks down a user's file and data with the threat of erasing it unless a ransom is paid. Adware, advertising software that can be used to spread malware. Botnets, network of malware-infected computers that cybercriminals use to perform tasks online without the user's permission. SQL injection, unstructured language query injection, is a type of cyber attack used to take control of and steal from a database. Cybercriminals exploit vulnerabilities in data-driven applications to insert malicious code into a database through a malicious SQL statement. This gives them access to the sensitive information contained in the database. Phishing. Phishing is when cybercriminals target victims with emails or phone calls that appear to be from a legitimate company asking for sensitive information. Phishing attacks are often used to trigger people into handing over credit card data and other personal information. Man-in-the-middle attack. A man-in-the-middle attack is a type of cyber threat where a cybercriminal intercepts communication between two individuals to steal data. For example, on an unsecured Wi-Fi network, an attacker could intercept data being passed from the victim's device and the network. Denial of service attack. A denial of service attack is where cybercriminals prevent a computer system from fulfilling legitimate requests by overwhelming the networks and servers with traffic. This renders the system unusable, preventing an organization from carrying out vital functions. Latest cyber threats. What are the latest cyber threats that individuals and organizations need to guard against? Here are some of the most recent cyber threats that the UK, US, and Australian governments have reported on. Dridex malware. In December 2019, the US Department of Justice charged the leader of an organized cybercriminal group for their part in a global Dridex malware attack. This malicious campaign affected the public government, infrastructure, and businesses worldwide. It first appeared in 2012 and by 2015 had become one of the most prevalent financial trojans. Actors typically distribute Dridex malware through phishing email spam campaigns. Phishing messages employ a combination of legitimate business names and domains, professional terminology, and language implying urgency to persuade victims to activate open attachments. Sender email addresses can simulate individuals' name, administratives, or common do not reply, local parts, no reply. Subject and attachment titles can include typical terms such as invoice, order, scan, receipt, debit note, itinerary, and others. The email messages vary widely. The email body may contain no text at all, except to include attachments with names that are strings of numbers. Romance scams. In February 2020, the FBI warned US citizens to be aware of confidence fraud that cybercriminals commit using dating sites, chat rooms, and apps. Perpetrators take advantages of people chats over these apps, triggering victims into giving away personal data. Romance scammers create personal profiles using stolen photographs of attractive people for the purpose of asking others to contact them. Often photos of unknown actresses or models will be used to lure the victim into believing they are talking to that person. In 2022, nearly 70,000 people reported a romance scam, and reported losses hit a staggering 1.3 billion. The median reported loss 4,400. These numbers are only reported cases in the US. The number is way much higher in all of the world. They trick people into sending money or handing over your financial information. Scammers want you to send them cash and gift cards, or to provide them with information they can use to commit financial fraud. Emoted malware. In late 2019, the Australian Cybersecurity Centre warned national organizations about a widespread global cyber threat from emoted malware. It was first identified in 2014. Emoted continues to infect systems and hurt users to this day. The emoted banking Trojan was first identified by security researchers in 2014. It was originally designed as a banking malware that attempted to sneak onto your computer and steal sensitive and private information. Later versions of the software saw the addition of spamming and malware delivery services, including other banking Trojans. It uses functionality that helps the software evade detection by some anti-malware products. It uses worm-like capabilities to help spread to other connected computers. This helps in distribution of the malware. Cybersecurity career options. Security analysts monitor, prevent, and stop attacks on private data. These digital professionals create and implement firewalls and software systems to protect data and networks. Network security professional designation recognizes your ability to install and manage the day-to-day configuration, monitoring, and operation of a FortiGate device to support specific corporate network security security policies. Cloud security professionals. Cloud security professionals ensure that data and applications stored in the cloud are secure and compliant with industry regulations. Application security professional is the practice of using security software, hardware, techniques, best practices, and procedures to protect computer applications from external security threats. Identity and access management professional. Identity and access management is a framework of business processes, policies, and technologies that facilitate the management of electronic or digital identities. With an IAM framework in place, information technology managers can control user access to critical information within their organization. Security architecture engineers assess their organization's systems for weaknesses. They conduct penetration tests, risk analysis, and ethical hacks on local area networks, wide area networks, and virtual private networks. They also assess routers, firewalls, and comparable systems to determine efficiency. Penetration tester. A penetration test or pen test is an authorized simulated attack performed on a computer system to evaluate its security. Penetration testers use the same tools, techniques, and processes as attackers to find and demonstrate the business impacts of weaknesses in a system. Malware forensics analyzer. This is the process of understanding the behavior and purpose of a suspicious file or URL. The output of the analysis aids in the detection and mitigation of the potential threat. Incident response analyst. An incident response analyst, also called an incident responder, intrusion analyst, CSIRT engineer, is responsible for monitoring, detecting, and reporting any threats directed against a corporation's network and systems. Cryptography professional. Cryptography is the practice of writing and solving codes. A cryptographer is responsible for converting plain data into an encrypted format. Cryptography itself is an ancient field. For millennia, people have used codes to protect their secrets. Modern cryptography is the same. What's different is the nature of the codes and the methods used to encrypt and then decrypt data. Governance, risk, and compliance engineer. This is a structured way to align IT with businesses' goals while managers risks and meeting all industry and government regulations. It includes tools and processes to unify an organization's governance and risk management with its technological innovation and adoption. Do you need a degree to work in the field of cybersecurity? You can get an entry-level cybersecurity job without a degree. Boot camps, industry certifications, and self-guided education can prepare individuals to pursue roles in the field. However, management or advanced technical roles often require formal academic preparation. I have seen personally a professional cybersecurity analyst who did not have a degree, and that person was very skilled and had a great experience. When I asked that person how to gain experience and knowledge in the field, the answer was simply to start pen testing and take courses and certs to upscale your knowledge in the field. The more you work with your own hands on a project, the bigger your portfolio and skills are. You can pursue a degree in CS or networks or even cybersecurity, but you also need at least 2 years of experience to start building your proficient skills in the field. And if you are worried that it's hard to find a job in this field and that there are competitions, then let me tell you that is not the case in cybersecurity. There are many open and still growing positions in the field and fewer people who have an experience in it. Now here are the certifications that you can hold to upscale your skills in cybersecurity. CompTIA certifications: A+, Network Plus, Security Plus, Linux Plus, CompTIA Advanced Security Practitioner, CompTIA Cybersecurity Analyst. EC Council certifications: Certified Ethical Hacker, Computer Hacking Forensics Investigator, EC Council Certified Security Analyst, Licensed Penetration Tester, Certified Information Systems Audit and Control Association, certifications, Certified Information System Manager, Certified Information System Auditor, Cisco certifications, CCNA Routing and Switching, CCNA Security, Information Security certifications, Certified Information System Security Professional, System Security Certified Practitioner, Certified Cloud Security Professional, Certified Authorization Professional. I have listed in the description box below the links for the mentioned certifications. We have reached the end of this video. If you're interested in this field, type "I need more" in the comment section below, and I will upload a video of how to pursue a career in cybersecurity in detail. Thank you all for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and enable the notification bell to get the latest videos.